All right, this part two, man. This part two about Cali from Bama. Sit back, let me take you on a ride. I'm gonna show you how a boss chick move when they're raised by unique Mecca audio. Let's not forget it. All right, Cali from Bama. A million stories on her because I raised her as a champion. All right. Alright, this is what it is. Unique Mecca Audio, we in the house, man. I'm going to tell you about Cali from Bama. You know what I mean? Now, Bama means Alabama. That's the way we talked back in the days. It was no disrespect because, I got good peoples out there. Big shout out to Tory. You know what I mean? And, it is what it is. Now, let's ride. So, we got Cali from Bama. I done raised her how to be a boss chick, how to move, how to play my shotgun so I don't have to keep a dude next to me at all times in the car. That way, if I decide, that, we got to go get a room somewhere, nigga ain't locked in no room with no man for the night. So, that, that's where, you raise a boss chick, as shotgun. When you see a dude on the street and he's always with a chick and that's his ride or die, that's what they call it. That's his ride or die. You know he's official and he done took it to the next level. Now, I'm going to explain to you the reason why, and that's why I say that's there. Oh, before I go any further, they done duplicated Waynesworth Hall on the Cash App again, and they got my picture from one of the logos. You know what I mean? None of those is mine that has my picture on it. None of those is mine. Mine's got a little green box to the right and a red logo, a little green box that says it's certified from Cash App. So that's what we're going to use. But now, let me give you this game. That's worth that Cash App that's on the screen. You know what I mean? Because they done, like I said, they duplicate, put a Waynesworth Hall next to the unique Mecca Hall, $ and all that now. But they got my picture on it. That one is not me with my picture. It's without my picture, and it got a little greenhouse next to it, like, right, lime green. So the reason why the man that has taken it to the next level to have a female as his right man, as his Robin. You understand what I'm saying? The reason why is because a man wants what you have. That's it. A female wants you to have the best so that she could claim and stamp that she has the man that has the best. Do y'all understand that? Take your time and pay attention for all of y'all that running with your little homies and all that. No matter who you running with, he always want to be you. And it's not a disrespect because he's his own man. And that's why when they run with you long enough and they feel they want to step off on their own, you break them off with something, you know what I mean? If you got a clothing shop, you help him get the printing machines to do it in his house if he want to start his own business. You know what I mean? But on the street, you just give him a pack. You know what I mean? Let him go for him. But no one tell you to give me a pack, but we keep it really, unique Mecca Audio. When you got your man with you, your man, he wants to be successful like you. He don't always want to be in your shadow. So it's your job to make sure that you're radiating enough light upon your partner that he too wants to go out and get his own so that then you will be able to have another ally if you need any type of assistance. Do y'all understand that? So it's not about keeping a dude in the shadow under you, because that's what a lot of you dudes do. You know what I mean? I ain't gonna call you out your name, but you know what I mean? Definitely gonna give a gunshot. You know what I mean? Dudes want to keep dudes in their shadow forever. You don't keep your child under your wing forever. So you don't keep your partner as your child under your wing forever. You want him to go out the nest and go blow up and do him, then they'll be able to say, oh, Unique did that. You understand what I'm saying? These are jewels that you're not going to get anywhere else, So let's get back to Cali from Bama, all right? And you know what? I want my little intro to liven this back up, all right? that we got that down so y'all understand. You understand? So instead of making a male right hand man, you understand what I'm saying? You make a female right hand man. You understand? Or as we call it, you ride or die. You know what I mean? Your road dog. You understand what I'm saying? Your shotgun. That's another terminology I'm giving you. You understand what I'm saying? That I feel is worthy of a cash app. You know what I mean? Remember, the little greenhouse got to be on the side. Now, you know, so you understand where we at. Now, I got my little shorty with me. Her job is to keep the weed rolled, the weed lit, you understand what I'm saying? And the champagne flowing when it's champagne time, or to keep the Heinekens and Guinness Stout. Yes, Guinness Stout, because I love my Guinness Stout. You know what I mean? I said, so you keep, you know, keep my head right. My head, upper head that is, has to be right. You know what I mean? In order for me to function, to be able to get the bag, to bring it back, to give you the props that you want to have, that you have the man. You understand? Your woman is going to do everything to make sure you have what you want and need in life to succeed, because she wants to be the radiant light radiating off of your success. Your man wants to be just like you. Two suns could never be in the same universe. It'll burn and blow. You know what I mean? Same way, you know, two men. Let's get that straight. So now I got you know, Cali with me, and you know, when I first go down there, she wearing summer dresses and looking like a video model, because she was a bad little chocolate thing. I mean, let me give you a little description. She was chocolate and pretty chocolate complexion, man, like cocoa. And, you know, hair went long down her back to her ass. You understand? And she was only about $1.15, $1.20. You know what I mean? Nice little waistline, nice little bunky, nice little fully ripe mango-sized breasts. You know what I mean? With little grape nipples. You know, just to give you, now no pervert time, but I just want to paint the picture. I paint all my other pictures, so don't go getting, you know, your panties in a bunch. Now, so we got shorty, and she's so bad. The first night that I seen her, because, you know, I like to ride. So we're going to ride back to the first night. They already gave y'all what happened when we down in Miami, so then I'm going to take y'all to New York. But right now, I want to bring you back to the first night. The first night I fly down to Miami, last flight, 9:50 Pan Am to Miami. That's what I used to take, you know what I mean? Now, I get down there and have Sunday dinner with my mother, blah, 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 you know what I mean? By 11:30, you know, I shoot over to Rolex, look in, see if there's any girls I want to put my bid on, let them know I'll be back at 3 o'clock, so I ain't got to pay the $50 cover charge for them to leave, you know, early. You know, which I wouldn't mind, but, you know, I came down with about $5,000 in my pocket to throw away, you know. So, you know, that was my little weekly allowance and treat to go eat Sunday dinner with my mother, take a little $5,000, go to the strip club, you know. Then after I look in the strip club and put my bid in, if there's nothing there, I leave and I come back. If there's nothing there, I left and I went down to, you know, Luke's on the beach. But before I went there, I stopped off at Big Daddy's on 119. This for my Miami people. You know, I stopped off at Big Daddy's on 119. Y'all know the little club in the back of the liquor store right there by the Winn-Dixie. So y'all understand, I know what I'm saying, right there on 125th and 119, and 19, you know what I mean? So we sitting there, and I didn't like the chicks there either, so I shot up to Luke's. But before I went to Luke's, I went over to the Jamaican club that I had a piece of, you know, with my man down there. Big shout out to man of mine. Yeah. Big shout out, gangster that, you know, straight dreadlocks from Miami. Now, you know, so I go over there, go check out the little Jamaican girls. And Jamaican, they know how to wine and what y'all call ticking now and all that. So, you know, I go in the joint, I just go find me a girl with a banging body. And I want one of the Miami bodies when I'm down there. I don't want, I wanted something thick and warm and juicy that I could just put my hand behind my head, smoke my spliff without taking out my mouth, and just close my eyes and hold my middle section still, just moving in a little circle and just have her do her thing on it, where I don't do nothing but just hold it still. You know what I mean? So she can feel the steel. Yeah, I mean, because the anaconda's no joke when you up on the girl's back. Y'all know what I'm talking about. Tell them, ladies, that's how you want an anaconda on the back, and it must be at attention. Now, so we got that straight. So, you know, I get stimulated, you know what I mean? I get stimulated just where I need to be between the dance, or should I say the wine or the rubber dub, you know what I mean? And the best that ever did it back then was Patra. Big shout out to Patra, you know what I mean? Now, she was the one who used to wine and dine on her head to give you all a little history, but let's bounce back. So now I cross the street and I'm over in Luke Skywalker Club. As soon as I go in Luke Skywalker Club, I see all these girls come through wearing nothing. Ass everywhere wearing nothing. You know what I mean? And as they walk through the line, like I said, man, dudes is just groping them. They grabbing the crotch and they squeezing it like it's a ripe watermelon or a grapefruit or something or a pumpkin, and they just want to see if it's ripe and ready to eat. You know what I mean? This is how they grabbing the women, and you know I'm high as hell. I'm stimulated. I'm looking at the girls. I'm getting stimulated. And I'm looking at the dudes groping them, and I'm, you know me, I'm reaching for my pistol because I'm expecting somebody man to come out of nowhere and go off about dudes grabbing a girl like that. So you know my first night there, I'm reaching. You know what I mean? So I'm leaning up on the wall, and I literally got my hand on my joint. And I'm on the wall like this. You know what I mean? But you know the whole point is. I'm reaching, you know what I mean? I'm holding on to it, and I got my arm here, and I'm just watching the scenery, and I see the way they groping the girls, and the girls is smiling, and some is cussing them out as they walking through, like, nigga, screw you, da, 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 da. But, you know, and then now 100 dudes going. The first dude that she said, screw you too, he pushed past everybody else to stick his hands all up in her ass from the back, and damn near pick her up off the ground. Boom, you see cheeks all in the air. That's how visual and wild it was in Miami. Big shout out to Miami. Big shout out to Miami. All right, calm down, y'all. Calm down, relax. Now, I say that because in New York, like I said, we riding, I'm just giving y'all the history. In New York, because in Miami, they wearing the poom poom shorts. They call them Daisy Dukes. Remember Daisy Dukes from Dukes of Hazzard? Y'all too young to might know Dukes of Hazzard, but we had an old white chick named Daisy Dukes. You know, used to drive in a fast car and used to be on the farm and wore shorts cut all the way up to the back pockets and the front pockets. You know what I mean? I'm talking about, you know, those are the shorts. They call them Daisy Dukes for you youngins that don't know. All this is just jewels. All this is jewels. So they got the Daisy Dukes on, and, you know, they got the little poom poom shorts on, and, you know, the tube top and no bra, you know what I mean? No drawers. I mean, shit is just looking fabulous. Just keeping it 100. Shit was looking fabulous in Miami. So now you go out, you see everything out on a woman like how you see in the day, but this is back in like 89, 90. So you're looking like, what the hell is going on? Because I'm coming from New York, where in New York, no disrespect to my New York girls, get mad all you want, but you know I'm not going to lie to my peoples. New York girls was wearing Big Johns and Edwins with some jeans that was like slim fit, like what a man would wear, slim fit. You know what I mean? And it don't have no stretch in the jeans. So when they squeeze them past their hips, now that's how they make their ass look good to make, you know, us look at them in New York, because those Big Johns and Edwins, it shows the exact shape because it's going to hold that body the way it is. And so New York girls normally from wearing those pants, their butts look tighter. And, you know, when I brought some girls from Virginia down there, and they was from Philly, you know, and on the East Coast, and they came down to Miami, down south, they was like, yo, what the hell is in the water? Because they saw all the girls was 5 times bigger than them, and their waistline was the same size as them. But it was just all ass, no waist, and usually when their ass was like that, they just had little titties. You know what I mean? Little Mongo-sized joints with the big butts. You know what I mean? For some reason, correct me if I'm wrong, very rarely do you see a black woman with a crazy fat ass and big breasts unless she's just naturally thick. But when they got them big asses and the small waist, 9 times out of 10, the small waist is attached to small breasts. Put it in the comments and let me know. That's the way I observe it. You know what I mean? From back then. But now you see them, everybody got big butt, you know, they paid for, big breast they paid for, but the natural women is what we had back then. Because they had something, I'm going to keep it 100, and they might not like this, but this is how real I keep it, you know what I mean? Because this is where plastic surgery came into place. See, I'm riding, remember this is about Cali, you know what I mean, from Bama, you know, but all this plays a part because I'm showing y'all how the women are, back then compared to Cali from Bama. Then I'm going to get in the story. I might let this ride an hour to give y'all the whole joint and just, instead of breaking it up in 3 parts. But anyway, so now they come out like, what's in the water? Because they see all these girls, just to give you an idea. So she asked, y'all, how they so big compared to up on the East Coast? And I said, yeah, you're from Philly and, I'm from New York. So New York, we got the projects there. Y'all do a lot of transportation on the bus and moving around, So, New York girls are constantly running up flights of stairs. Philly girls are constantly going up flights of stairs, up the stairs, down the stairs. For as many times you go in the house, that's a workout. Y'all don't even realize that. Just walking up and down the stairs is a workout. You know what I mean? So imagine living on the 4th floor and you go up there 20, 30 times for the day. You got a good workout. You got a nice toned body and don't even realize it because you say, I ain't do nothing all day. Yeah, you did something. You walked up 4 flights of stairs, 20, 30 times, maybe 40 times. You run to the store, go down, somebody come, you go downstairs. You went and you forgot, you got to go back downstairs and get the keys you left in the car. You run back upstairs, then you say, damn, let me go get a Heineken. You run around the corner, you go get a Heineken. Then you come back and then your mama said, hey, I want a bag of chips. Why you ain't tell me you go to the store? Then you run back down the stairs, goes down. You see all these times up and down the stairs, all that is a workout. So they got the little tight buttons. Let's get back to the point. Let's get back to the story. We don't want to slow it down at all. So now we in Miami where they got the big butts. New York got the small butts on the east side because they running up and down the stairs. The Philly girls, they doing more transportation and walking. They go up like little brownstones and things like that. So they got stairs too. But down in Miami, everything is flat. And everybody just chill in one place. They find where they going and just chill. So the essence is like nowadays, the computers. Let me tell you something else that I learned while I went on. Like I said, I'm just riding, enjoying my morning with you, man. Happy Monday. I'm enjoying my morning with you. When I go to Best Buy, I'm going to teach y'all something. When I go to Best Buy, I see some of the most banging bodies you'll ever want to see in the United States of America in Best Buy. Just to show y'all how your mind don't work like mine's because you've been out here and taking things for granted and just going with the flow as it came about. But I had to come into this world after 26 years away. And the same way every prison I go in, I got to get a knife and play a position and watch to see what's going on. Is the same way when I go out of town. You understand what I'm saying? And like I said, I'm up in Luke Skywalker and I see dudes groping girls and I got to just grip the pistol. You understand what I'm saying? And just lean back and watch and observe. You understand? That's the same thing I do everywhere I go, including Best Buy. You know what I mean? And Walmart. I'm going to give y'all a Walmart story. Maybe in another video. I won't give y'all too much at one time because they always say that too much sunlight could burn the plant and too much water could also drown the plant. And right now, y'all are my beautiful roses that I'm raising to let you know, you know what I mean? To stay out the game. Don't get involved in the crap and that it's not worth it even with all this glamorous crap that I'm sitting here telling you. All right? So now, we in Miami and we see the girls with these butts. You understand? So that go on, I chill out there for a minute, then I shoot back. Now, let me get back to my story. Now, I got a little off track. Now, we shoot back over there. I shoot back over to the Rolex. Mind you, I'm by myself, me and my 9. I always said back then, me and my Nina. That's all I got down in Miami. A nice Glock 19 and a nickel-plated, Smith & Wesson. You know what I mean? Because, sometimes I like to match my jewelry, But anyway, so I roll up in the Rolex. I'm drunk. I'm tired. And I'm trying to process what went on over there at Luke Skywalker Club with these dudes groping the girls. You feel me? Now, I didn't forget about the Best Buy. We're going to get back to Best Buy. Like I said, I'm riding. Let me ride. Okay, let me ride. Just pay attention. This is a mind teaser now. So you can't just jump on here, watch the joint, for 30 seconds and then say, I'm confused. If you're confused, go somewhere else. If you're trying to ride and enter the mind of unique and take this unique journey, just sit back and let me do my thing. All right? Gunshots all day. Now, so I roll up in the Rolex. I'm drunk. I'm talking about I'm drunk off the liquor, I'm high off the weed, and I'm drunk off the scenery that I just seen down there at Luke Skywalker Club. So I go grab a spot in the joint, and I take out about $2-3 grand, and I put it on the table. It's all in fives, because down there in Miami then, it wasn't about dollar bills. It was, it was like $10 for a dance, and, me, I used to just dip $20, so I just take about $2-3 grand and $5 and throw it in my suitcase. So when I go down there, I know that's for the strippers. You know what I mean? So I'm in the joint. I got a couple of grand on the table, and I'm just sitting back, and the girls see me. They're sitting. I got my darkers on, my bucket just like this, jewels, and I'm in the cut. You know what I mean? And I'm just, looking at the women, but I'm not looking at the women. I'm looking through the women while I'm thinking about what happened back there to process how I'm going to bring that to New York and turn that into money. You understand what I'm saying? Not respect. I'm just keeping it 100. So where my mind was at back then, I wouldn't have did that today. Okay? All right. So now, this girl walks by, jet black, and she's like on her tippy toes. And like I said, her back came straight down. It went in and then came down to her ass and then back out. And her front came straight down out to her breast, back in, down, and back in for that six pack. You know what I mean? And then went down nice and smooth with these little hips. But like I said, that we talking about Cali now. She was only, about maybe 5'3", 5'4", and 115 pounds. So you know what that looked like, But I seen it and I said, damn, she was like midnight. Looked at her, it looked like a shadow, and there was light in the place. That's how dark she was. You know what I mean? But it was a pretty black. So that's when she came over, and that's how I met her that night. All right. So then when we went to leave, she went and put on a one-piece summer dress that hugged her body, and was looking like a lady with the high heels, the earrings in the ears, and the long hair, down the back. So I get in the car and I went to, I'm an aggressive nigga. I'm just keeping it 100. I take what I want. Just like I take money, I take broads. Yeah, call me a gladiator or whatever. Like, I'm the type dude, you know what I mean? I'm the type dude, so y'all understand. You know what I mean? I'm from the old school, and this is how it was when you get money in the old school. I'm taking you to the mind of a kingpin right now. I'm from the old school, So if I walk in a bodega and I see a girl in the joint, she got the crazy body, and I like the way she look, and I'm feeling her. You know what I mean? This is back in the day I'm talking about now. So don't really feel like being disrespectful, because we was definitely disrespectful back then because the money was gone. I rolled right up in the joint, and I tell her straight up, damn, I got to have you. You know what I mean? That's my line. I got to have you. Period. I ain't got to say nothing else. You gorgeous. I got to have you. And they look in my eyes and they see I'm dead serious. You know what I mean? That's like looking at a BMW and saying, I got to have one. You know what I mean? I'm looking at a bad chick. I got to have you. And I'm telling her like, yeah, I'm taking that. You know what I mean? But I'm talking about mentally. Not you lame niggas thinking nigga talking about physically or gorilla pimping. I'm talking about mentally. I want that. So I'm going to tap into your mental and make you think like I think and how I need you to think. You know what I mean? And that's the way I did with Cali. You understand what I'm saying? So now she wearing this summer dress, and I looked at her, and that's when I told her, I said, damn, I got to have you. You know what I mean? So, that's when we went back and we sat down in a hotel, and I told her who I was, that I got a club in New York, like I said in part one. You know what I mean? Told her I got a club in New York, you know what I mean? I got a little mini mansion up there you could stay in. If you could hang with, I'm going to bring other girls, screw. You can't talk to nobody else. No other niggas. If you want to get with a female, we could do that all day, but you can't, rap to another dude, because all he's going to be doing is rapping to you to try and get to me. You understand? So if you want to meet other dudes, you could come up, you go stay at the Mecca Audio where all the other girls are at that wants to meet other dudes and do their thing. But if I'm going to bring you in my domain, in my circle, in my house, you understand what I'm saying? You're not allowed to talk to anyone else. So if your little coochie too hot, your ill na-na too na-na, you understand what I'm saying? And you need some fire, you know what I mean? Some water to put out the fire between your legs. Feel free to stay down there with your girlfriends, But I'm feeling you where I think I could, I could train you, to be a gangster, So she said she wanted that. You understand what I'm saying? So, I told you about the joint when the girl came to the crib. I ain't got to rehash the whole joint, but just to give you another one. So now the first thing I tell her is, well, you can't dress like that, because your object of you being with me is not to attract attention, because I'm already attention. You understand? So you got to tone down your dressing, because I don't want them to see you as a female or me as slipping by having a female everywhere with me. So you have to look like one of us in order to be with me on this shotgun mission. Shotgun mission means ride the passenger seat and make sure I have everything that I need when I need it before I even know I need it. You must know I need it and make sure that I have it. Period. You know? She said, I got you, boss. I said, nah, ain't no boss. You know what I mean? Just say, I got you. You know what I mean? You one of us. You know, you my nigga. You understand what I'm saying? But, you know what I mean? We got our benefits, you know? So when she's in the house, she's my wife. When she's on the street, she my nigga. You understand what I'm saying? When we go out. So you understand, that's my shotgun. So I went and got her some Carl Kanai jeans. That's when Carl Kanai's was out. Cause you know they got them big pockets where if she need to hold a little 20 grand in one pocket, she could hold. And literally, yes, Carl Kanai's could hold 20 grand, you know what I mean, in one pocket. That's how big, big them pockets was. Y'all remember the Carl Kanai's. That's why we loved them. And the back pocket was deep enough to take your whole 9mm in it where you don't even see the handle. You know what I mean? So I went and got a couple of pair of Carl Kanai's with the Carl Kanai hoodies, and you understand what I'm saying, and things like that. And I told her the next thing is that weave got to come out. You know what I mean? So I mean, take it here out. It wasn't nothing but a minute, but it was cute. You know what I mean? We even found a nice hairdresser. It was a man hairdresser, that big old black nigga. Hands 2 times the size of mine, but when he grabbed those little, half-inch hairs and he get to playing with them, by the time they come out, oh man, Anita Baker or what's that Holly Berry ain't got nothing on, New York girl after they come from seeing a homie. He was right there on 145th and 8th Avenue, between 45th and 46th. Y'all know what I'm talking about, little hairdresser right there. But anyway, so we got the weave out, got it with the little hoodie. I went and got a nice little chain. You understand what I'm saying? Nothing thick, a little something like this. Got a nice little chain, with her name on it, Cali, So wherever we went, she was there with me. I said, okay, now you holding this pistol. Now I'm telling you how this thing works, If the police come, you have to be willing to claim that that's what it come down to. If the police come, you got to be willing to claim that. If you're not willing to claim that, no problem, you can walk away. But if I go to jail, you can't get me out. If you go to jail, I could get you out. You know what I mean? But I got stashes in the car, so the gun's safe. I'm just letting you know if anything happen while we out, where the law come in, you must claim it to free me so I can get you and keep this thing rolling. Y'all got that? Pay attention. I know y'all might not like it because I'm just giving it to you real. That's how it is. Because now they tell me, I'm telling. Nah, you let them know right off the rip. If anything happen, baby, you claim that. You understand what I'm saying? If anything happen, you claim that. If you're not capable of claiming that, let me know now, and it's no problem. I'll find someone else. You understand what I'm saying? So we get that right. So, me and her riding, we go up there to Washington Heights, and I pull over at Washington Heights, and she's sitting in the front seat, in the passenger seat, So she gets out the joint, and, when I get out, I'm talking to the homies, and she posts up on the side of the building. And, she's still so beautiful, even with it. She's just so beautiful. Because she kept her hair in a nice female hairstyle, and she was real pretty, but she's wearing baggy Carl Kanais and a baggy hoodie, you know what I mean? And she carrying that pistol, and she get out and she play the war. That's Cali, you know what I mean? So when she get out, of course, their heads turn, they look at her like, you know what I mean? But they don't see nothing. All they see is the pretty baby face, because she's on about 19, 20 at the time. That's all they see is the pretty baby face. So they go back to talking, and, they figure, just one of my Moreno chicks. You know what I mean? That mean one of my black chicks. Huh? So dude is finished talking, and then another dude come down. So when he came down, he came out the building a little aggressive and walked up on us a little aggressive. So I looked over to shorty, and when I looked at her, she just grabbed the joint and eased it out and put it down by the side of her leg and continued leaning up on the fence by the building. She all the way from Bama. This is how I raised her, so you understand. So she leaning up on the building, got the, pistol down by her leg, just in case she had to, bust a gunshot. You know what I mean? Or might always have to bust a gunshot. So now, dude come and they talking, da-da-da. But she did it so slick, and the pants is so baggy where she hit it behind her kneecap, the pistol. but she just got her arm down like she just chilling in the fly pose. So when they leave, my man come over. He said, damn, nigga, you raised a gangster. You know what I mean? I said, why, what you talking about? He said, man, I see the way she pulled that joint out when Jose came down here making all that damn noise being himself. You know what I mean? And he said, yeah, that's what she's supposed to do. You know what I mean? I said, I don't need you to do nothing for me. I can do whatever I need for myself. You know what I mean? And that's where she come in, and I raised her to be a part of me. You know? And he said, man, we got to sit down and talk, man. I need one like that. You know what I mean? So now he need one. You know like how a nigga got a pit bull? I know that's what it sounds like. Like how a nigga got a dog. You know what I mean? It's not a disrespect to the women. Just give me your analogy. You know how a nigga got a dog and he just love that dog? You understand what I'm saying? And, you know, everybody want that dog. You know what I mean? You know, want the feeling of having a man's best friend. You know, that's how he said it, like he wanted her. You know, like, I got to have one of them. Like, I need a pit bull like that. You know what I mean? I said, all right, you know, give me 30 grand. I got you. I'll train him. You know what I mean? And I'm dead serious. Dude, I've had dudes give me 30 grand. You know what I mean? To train their young girl. You know what I mean? To be a Cali. Everything is a hustle. Like I said, and I keep it 100 here, Unique Mecca Audio, man. I paid a nigga $80,000 to show me how he cook the coke. I paid $80,000 for him to teach me how to cook, because he know how to cook 1,000 grams, bring back 1,800 grams that is still sellable in the South. Charged me $80,000. That was like 80 cents for what he was giving me. You know what I mean? Because I damn near doubled each joint that I cooked after that, and I'm cooking 25, 30. So 80 grand, that ain't nothing. I would have gave him 250. Easy. I would have gave him 250. I would have even, on the real, that right there, he could have got $500,000 to show other people how to do that. And dudes would have paid $500,000 to learn that. You heard what I said? I'm telling y'all some real shit. And y'all challenge me on this. Anything I say at Unique Mecca Audio, challenge me, nigga. You know, because you know we got these these fake trolls and shit, you know. But anything I say, you challenge me. You talk to any nigga that was getting money back in the day, and you tell them that a dude knew how to cook one key to bring back 1,800 grams, sometimes 2,000, but it be wet. By the time it dry, it weighs out to 1,800 without the water. But when you first pull out the pot, it's definitely going to 2 keys or better. But you know, if you find a sucker and you're a sucker nigga, you know what I mean? You'll take it wet when they buy an ounce and give it to them. When they go home, the shit dry up and it turns into 20 grams. But it still be what they wanted, but it's 8 grams short because they had brought the water at the beginning. That's why I said challenge me on what I say. And that's why my Cash App is up there. Make sure it's the little greenhouse to the right, because they playing this little Cash App game. Cash App dragging their ass to shut them down, but that's what it is. So they use the Waynesworth Hall also, but my picture in the screen is not me. That's not my page with my picture. Mine's I got a little logo which they're going with, you know, I think it's red, and they probably gonna change theirs red, but you know, got a little greenhouse next to it, and that's how you know it's mine. You know, Cash App slow, they can't even catch a nigga. You know what I mean? You know, come on, dude. They remember they duplicated their account to trick you that their account is my account. So the house is the color of the Cash App on the screen, and it's to the right. It's a little green joint. Now, so where we at with that is, here go Cali. I don't remember where I was at, but I'm gonna get there, because right now I'm feeling good. I'm riding. I'm talking to my family. This is how we chill. I'm the OG in the living room telling you these old ass gangster stories. Oh yeah. So the 28 grams turned into 20 grams. So 2 keys turned into 1,800. So you ask anybody from back in that day that was getting money, if a dude told them that he'll show them how to turn that 1 key into 2 keys for $500,000, would he pay it? If he won't pay it, that's because his money wasn't long enough and $500,000 meant something to him. You understand what I'm saying? But if a nigga's selling keys and cooking up keys, and let's say even dealing with they gotta be dealing with at least 10 keys for the $500,000 not to hurt him. You know what I mean? They gotta deal with at least 10 keys for the $500,000 not to hurt him. You know what I mean? Those under 10 keys, they might think about, they'll want it, but they'll think if they want to part with the money, but they know it's a good deal, but do they want to part with the $500,000 and start back over from scratch? But they're going to make that back in a couple of days. You know what I mean? A week tops. So that's how that goes. So he wanted me to train him in Cali. So when he asked me to train him in Cali, he brought me a little chick to me, nice little Dominican chick, blonde hair, you know what I mean, like green eyes, you know, the complexion to match her hair. She was a blonde color, you know what I mean, and she was bad. Now this one was a real Dominican, you know what I mean. And I don't get the, it's just how I see them, you know what I mean. So it's not disrespect. It was a real Dominican. You know how Dominican women is just thick. When you find a real thick, when they got the breast, got the ass, and the waist is not slim, but it's thick enough to blend in nice with it to just know that she's ripe, as we say in Jamaica. See these jewels I gave you? She ripe. So that's what we say. We say, I got her and she look juicy, like she'll bust up out our clothes. You know, the girls get them big ass. I was at a party the other day at Legends Lounge, my man Tone and, you know, Lou Sims and OG Daniel, you know what I mean, and Pop Ghost and, you know, a few of the good brothers popped out and we all up in the joint. And there was a couple of females in there. They had some nice ass jobs. I'm not even gonna front. Really nice ass jobs. I mean, beautiful. You know, one looked like somebody just took a straw and blew in it, but they blew in it perfect. Perfect. You understand what I'm saying? And that's how that joint looked, you know. And that's how a Dominican girl is naturally. And then they got the, you know, thick stomach to go up, you know what I mean? But it's not, you know, but the girls in the South, this was the only flaw with the girls in the South. You know what I mean? The girls in the South might not like this, but the dudes, they're going to admit it. Only problem with the girls in the South is, I don't know what the doctors did down there in Florida, but when the girls had the babies, they all had, you know, the stretch marks on the stomach. But the stretch marks on the stomach looked like somebody grabbed the stomach, twisted the stomach, you know, and let it go, and it didn't snap back. And they had that little funny little pouch thing on their stomach, which is ridiculous. But, you know, it still turned me on all the same, you know. So I raised his little shorty for him, you know, Blondie. And whenever we went out, you know, I'll take Blondie with me and as a part of training, and my man, and, you know, my Cali be in the front passenger seat, they be in the back, and, you know, her job is to watch how Cali rolls. So if I'm riding down the street and I'm not smoking, look like I'm thinking too much, you know what I mean? She'll roll a joint, hand me a joint, you know, light the joint while I'm driving. I take 2 pulls, and then I go, either I stay in the thinking mode or I come out of it, you know what I mean? And then she'll, you know, if she want to go to the next zone, she'll throw in a Brucey B tape or Kid Capri, because he was the man in doo-wop back then, throwing one of their tapes and the joint be popping. You know what I mean? Boom, boom. You know, so she's, hey, and she dancing, and, you know, she just carrying on, and it was a little dance back then, a little 2-step. So she carrying on doing that, and, you know, yelling, hey, and she partying, I'm sitting there, I'm riding, I'm thinking too much, so of course I start smiling because she looked cute, and the whole van start bumping, you know what I mean? Keep it going, you know, and this how we do, this how we party, man. And this is what life is about. No job, no nothing. Just wake up and do what you want to do. You know, this is what it was like for me back then. So me and Cali chilling, right? So I take Cali with me, and a dude had like 200,000-300,000 for me. You know what I mean? Which is a lot of money for somebody the size of Cali to carry. You know, so now I had to tell her, you know, I gave her like 10 grand. I told her, yo, go downtown to the Louis store, go get a nice Louis outfit, and go get a Louis bag. You understand what I'm saying? And take that down to Midtown to this apartment. I had a spot down in Midtown where that's how they dress. You know what I mean? But I wouldn't have her go dress like that and tell her bring that up to Harlem with no Louis outfit with Louis bag in Harlem. You know what I mean? No. But she was going to Midtown, so I had to send her downtown, go get a little outfit. She went and got a nice little, you know, business type outfit, the skirt set, you know what I mean? It was presentable, the high heels, and had the little purse to match, and then she had the big Louis suitcase stuffed with the money, and she took it down to the apartment and had a pistol with her, and she handled it. And, you know, when she was done, I told her, meet me uptown, and She said, should I change? I said, nah, come like you all. So now she comes uptown and she wearing the Louis joint. Now everybody in the spot, everywhere I go, they looking because they used to seeing me with her with Carl Kanai, not knowing what her body looked like. And that was the purpose back then. You don't let other men see what your woman's body looked like. Because all they're going to do is lust. The same as you with lust. You see a nice car, you lost. You see a nice woman, you lost. That's why I don't understand, ladies, how you get mad when a dude walking and he turn around and he look at a girl with a fat ass. I know it's a disrespect. That's the first thing you're going to say, right? The first thing you're going to say is a disrespect. You walking with a dude and, he, like a bad chick walk by and he goes and turns his head and look. Disrespect, right? Nah, not in my world. It's not disrespect. Now, another scenario, ladies. Now, picture this. You walking down the street and here comes a nice, BMW M8, you know what I mean? Or the new Corvette, you know what I mean? Something that got the new crazy shape. And it's, coming and your man looks at it and goes, as the car passes, is that a disrespect? No. But now if he look at a woman, you say it's a disrespect. You know what I mean? But all he's doing is looking, you understand? Because it's nice. He should be allowed to freely look at what he wants that he feels is nice, as long as he's not being disrespectful. If he's not rolling his tongue at her, you know what I mean? If he's not doing none of that crap, you know what I mean? Or, cat calling or nothing. If he just turned his head to look, ladies, let the man enjoy the view. All he's going to do is get stimulated, go home and bone the crap out of you. But you don't understand that. Instead, you start an argument on the way home and get no dick. You know what I mean? Because you start an argument all because he looked at something that looked nice when you wouldn't have said nothing if he looked at the car that looked nice. You see how we ride over here at Unique Mecca Audio? All right, let's go. So, all right, we're going to get a little music in again. Where we at? We at 40 minutes, but I feel like riding right now, so we're going to ride for a minute. All right. Keep it going, keep it going, keep it going, keep it going. All right, so that's it. Just wanted to ride for a little bit, So that's how you get paid, for having a shotgun with you. That's why you raise a shotgun. I hope y'all understood the moral of this joint. It wasn't too deep for you. Go to my Roku channel and watch my videos at Roku, over at Roku TV, and Spotify, got my podcast, and I got more of the Roy and Harlem books available. New shipment just came in. Let's get this going. Oh, yeah. Man, I forgot. I should have did that at the beginning. I'm going to say it now anyway. I'm throwing a party May 7th at Club Casa Confrago in the Bronx. Next week, Funkmaster Flex, Ja Rule, and everybody up there doing my little birthday celebration. And then I got another party that's going to be on the 25th. You know what I mean? That's going to be up in the Dykeman area. On May 25th, I'm going to throw another joint, up in the Dykeman area, but I'm doing something at Club Casa Confrago with my man Age and them. Sunday, I'm hosting a joint. I'm going to bring, I might put on a show for you. I might give you an old Club 2000 show, so make sure you there and you check in. All right? So that's where we at, man. Let me put this outro in so we get this joint popping. All right? If I can find it. Outro right here with pictures. Let's ride. Cheers to the crime.
Fresh out the can, I'm 26, heat back on the strip, getting back in the mix. What he mentions is a gift. You stand up 10 toes down, and I suggest you pay attention to this. Take a little gully posse and put it in home. He cut from the bottom, came up from the bottom. Drop the book, you should go and get it. An Instagram page and a YouTube, you go and visit. Then you can consider yourself LinkedIn. Sit front row and get juice from a kingpin. I went through it, so you ain't gotta go do it. Did not pay attention with what's stupid. Talking about a man that probably put your grandfather on. Probably the reason that him and your grand got along. A man that generated minutes on the block, did his time, never squilling to the cops, Mecca Audio. G's in the night. Drop top beamer so shiny. I let shorty go, she was wine. Treat her like my past, she behind. Spend a couple bands on the dapper Dan. You be back again, getting green like a Pats fan. No cap, it's a roaring uptown. They horn uptown, Dominican bust down. Now we on the positive, we got a lot to get. Now you trying to stop the kids from being inoperative. So take heed, homie, lend it air. He started in uptown, he gon' finish there. But now we're waiting about